Ever had one of those nights where everything goes wrong? Yeah, these people took that to a whole new level. From an accidental FaceTime horror to a wedding showdown and a near-cat catastrophe, tonight's stories are a mix of chaos, karma, and pure human embarrassment. Buckle up, it's about to get weird.
Today I effed up by FaceTiming my boyfriend's mom without realizing. So last night, I was feeling a little bold. My boyfriend is out of town for work, and we have been texting all the time. I decided to surprise him with a quick FaceTime, except I was in bed, undressed, and feeling kind of flirty. I called him, waited a second, and when the call connected, I instantly went into, "Hey baby, I miss you so much" mode, while posing in the least PG way possible. Except it wasn't my boyfriend, it was his mom. Apparently, earlier that week, his mom had been having trouble with her iPhone, and he used my phone to call her so he could help her explain something. I never deleted the contact from recent calls, and you can guess whose name was right above his. The look on her face when I realized who it was, I can't even describe it. It was like a mix of horror, shock, and Catholic disappointment. She didn't even say anything, just hung up quickly. 30 seconds later, my boyfriend calls me dying of laughter. His mom immediately called him saying, "Your girlfriend just called me naked." I apologized, texted her a long explanation, and she replied, "It's okay, accidents happen." Which is worse because now she's being polite about something I'll never recover from. TLDR, tried to FaceTime my boyfriend looking sexy, accidentally called his mom instead. She saw everything. She told the whole family. I'm mortified.
Okay, so that was mortifying. Rate that fail from 1 to I'm never opening FaceTime again. But if you thought that was bad, wait until you hear what one future bride's mother-in-law decided to wear to her wedding.
Am I the asshole for uninviting my mother-in-law from my wedding after she showed up to my dress fitting in a white gown? I'm getting married in like 6 weeks, and I'm losing my mind right now. Sorry this is long, but I need to know if I'm overreacting. So, my mother-in-law has been weird about this wedding from the start. Little comments here and there about how quick everything is. We've been together 4 years. Or how she wishes her son would have married someone from their church. But my fiancé, Jake, always said she's just being protective and I should ignore it. Anyway, I had my final dress fitting scheduled for last Tuesday. It was supposed to be me, my mom, my sister, and my 2 bridesmaids. That's it. I specifically did not invite my mother-in-law because she's made comments before about my dress choice being too modern, and I just wanted one drama-free thing. Well, guess who shows up? She walks in holding a garment bag, and I'm like, oh God, what now? She goes, "I know I wasn't invited, but I thought you'd want to see what I'm wearing so we don't clash." And before anyone can say anything, she disappears into a changing room. Y'all, she comes out in a white dress, floor-length lace. Off-white, she calls it, but it's white. It's white. My mom's face went completely blank. My sister said, "You've got to be kidding me," out loud. Mother-in-law does this little spin and goes, "What do you think? I wanted something elegant for my son's special day." I couldn't talk. I was standing there in my wedding dress, and she's next to me in basically another wedding dress. My mom asked her point blank if she realizes that's inappropriate, and mother-in-law got all offended like, "It's champagne, not white, and besides, I'm the mother of the groom, I should be able to wear something nice." I told her she can't wear that to my wedding. She needs to pick literally any other color. She said I was being a bridezilla, and that she already had shoes and jewelry picked out and she's not buying another dress. We went back and forth, and finally I said if she shows up in that dress, she's not getting in. She laughed, like actually laughed, and said, "You're not going to turn away your husband's mother on your wedding day. Don't be dramatic." She left, and I had a full breakdown in the fitting room. My mom had to finish pinning my hem because I couldn't stop crying. Here's where it gets worse. I called Jake that night and told him what happened and that I'm serious about uninviting her if she won't change. He got quiet and then said, "Babe, she already bought the dress. It's not that big of a deal. Can we just let this one go?" I'm sorry, what? I asked him if he seriously expects me to have his mother standing next to us in white at our wedding, and he said, "It's champagne. She showed me a picture. It's really not that white. And you know how she gets. If we uninvite her, she's going to make this so much worse. So basically, he wants me to just let her wear white to our wedding to keep the peace. I told him if he's not going to handle this, then I will, and he said I'm being unreasonable and that every bride has to compromise on something. His exact words were, "It's one day, she's my mom, just let her have this." Let her have this? It's my wedding day. We've been fighting ever since. He thinks I'm being dramatic. I told him if he doesn't uninvite her or tell her to change the dress, then I'm going to. And he said I'll regret causing family drama right before the wedding. My friends are all on my side, but his family is now texting me saying I'm being cruel and that I'm starting the marriage off wrong by being difficult. I'm starting to feel crazy. Like maybe I am overreacting. It's just a dress, right? But also, it's white at my wedding. So Reddit, am I the asshole for threatening to uninvite my mother-in-law over her dress choice?
That's a rough one. What would you do in her shoes? Would you let it go or hold your ground? All right, enough family drama. Let's move to something lighter. And by lighter, I mean fire hazard.
Today, I effed up by trying to be romantic and almost setting my cat on fire. So my girlfriend and I decided to have one of those romantic nights. We set the mood, candles everywhere, soft music, all that. It actually looked nice for about 5 minutes. Then one of the candles tipped over and landed right next to my cat's tail. The cat absolutely lost it, jumped off the bed like it was possessed, knocked over another candle on the way out, and now there's hot wax and chaos everywhere. I'm trying to grab a towel, my girlfriend's half laughing, half screaming, and the cat's under the couch making noises I've never heard before. Thankfully, nothing actually caught on fire, but the wax ruined the sheets, and the room still smells like burnt vanilla and panic. The worst part? The cat hasn't come near the bedroom since, won't even look at me. Pretty sure I'm sleeping in the doghouse if we had one. TLDR, tried to be romantic, accidentally created a small disaster, and my cat probably needs therapy now.
And that's a wrap on tonight's chaos. From accidental Facetimes to fiery romance gone wrong, life has a funny way of humbling us all. Which story made you cringe the hardest? Drop it in the comments. I read every one.